What up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the H-Town Rundown. This is your boy AD. And I got my co-host in the building. We got Auntie Swan. We got Mike G. How's everybody doing on this wonderful, good Thursday?
Doing all right, doing all right.
It's going good. How about you, AD?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Shouldn't have went outside. And pollen
Mhm.
is attacking me right now. But definitely. Houston Texans have a game on Sunday versus the Green Bay Packers. Should be game of the week. Should have been Sunday night football. All of those things. But we here. So what are y'all thoughts going into this game? Highly touted, two young quarterbacks, future of the league quarterbacks. What are y'all thoughts about this game going forward?
Go ahead, Swan.
Um, I'm excited for the game. I wish both sides were a little bit more healthy, so we could just really see uh, who's the better team. But hey, you get out there, you play. But I'm really excited to see the quarterbacks go back to back because all we heard all off season, there was some debates on Love versus Stroud, blah blah blah. Um, Definitely want to see how we do. Our linebackers in our secondary since we don't have any right now. But I think it's gonna be a good game, so I'm excited. It's a good test. Could be 6-1 after this.
I know could be and will be. Shout out Daniel Berry Sports. Um, yeah, Mike, what you got?
Yeah, I'm excited for this one. Like you alluded to, this should be the game of the week. Should be in prime time. These are two of the top up and coming teams. Not just up and coming, even though they are, because these are two pretty young teams. Two young, like as far as the young quarterbacks in this league, they're two of the best for sure. And CJ
Mhm.
Stroud and Jordan Love. I think the Packers are still the youngest team in the league. Got a lot of young weapons. Their defense can be feisty. It's a tough environment there in Lambeau, and obviously it's getting kind of colder there, which Texans
Yeah.
aren't exactly used to. So it should be a very competitive game. Got some dynamic play callers. Well, Green Bay does anyway. And, and a lot of interesting matchups that we'll dig into.
Are you laughing at the game?
No, I'm laughing at Mike said they have an exciting play caller and skipped over us. Shout out Big Sarge and Big
Shout
Sarge
out.
Media.
Hey,
Y'all
sir.
make sure Sarge let us down. He didn't. He said he was gonna have a episode today, and he didn't have one. But shout out to Big Sarge and his daily episodic sports content that he has on Big Sarge Sports with a Z, Sports with a Z. So y'all go ahead and check him out on YouTube, on Twitter, formerly known as Twitter X, as well. And he on what do you say? He's on the tick and the top. So y'all go and check out Big Sarge on all social media platforms.
And be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the H-Town Rundown. Help us out in the YouTube algorithm and follow us on Twitter as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Hold on. What do you say? It's gonna be 76 degrees and sunny in Green Bay. I don't
Oh,
know.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
it
whoa.
said that. I
Mm.
thought it was. I heard it was gonna be raining and all that. When did that change? Um,
76.
let me pull
Oh,
up my
hey,
weather app.
you know,
It's been
that's
in the
spring time.
40s
That's
here in
spring weather
Pittsburgh.
for us.
Shit,
We,
that's what it is right here now.
I tell you, yeah, we've been having 60s in the morning, like
Yeah.
5 and so forth. That's why I was glad when it was on the calendar that
It was
we was
Wow.
gonna
earlier.
play
Yeah.
mid October. I said, yeah, at least we know it won't be snowing. Now watch the
So
week after it starts snowing.
yeah.
Yeah. I
No,
mean,
it is. It's gonna be high 74.
wow.
Um, sunny day. No
Yeah, all
precipitation.
right.
No.
Yeah, it just snowed back home in North Carolina the other day. And it's like in the 40s here in Pittsburgh. So,
Ugh.
yeah, so that's surprising. But all
I'm
right. Let's
jealous.
take the weather element out of the game for sure.
Yeah.
Hold on. Here goes Sarge. You say the Indy Kalu episode is coming out soon. Okay. Yeah, y'all be on the lookout for the Indy Kalu interview that he's dropping, and he'll be back tomorrow morning. Okay.
You heading to Green Bay? All right.
Yeah, he heading to Green Bay. and them cheese heads, man. Don't get infected out there. So, um, I know he got into it on the Locked On. Oh, also I forgot he's a new co-host of the Locked On Texans podcast with our boy John Hickman. So y'all be sure to check that out on the daily as well. They will be dropping a Saturday episode. They skipped a day this week, and they're gonna drop the episode on Saturday in preparation for Sunday's game. So y'all be on the lookout for that as well.
Okay,
But
okay.
um yeah, it's gonna be a nice, beautiful day. I just heard earlier this week that it was gonna be raining. It was gonna be nasty, similar to how New England weather was. It was gonna be that type of situation. Um, I'm waiting to hear y'all talk about Autry. Yeah, we're gonna talk about him. Because he, when we get down to the injuries and everything like that, we'll talk about Autry. But yeah, I heard that it was gonna be raining, kind of like New England, where it was raining, cold, muggy, wet. But it's a bright, sunny day. That's an advantage to us. Um, going into it. But the Houston Texans has a litany of injuries going into this game. We have a plethora, in the words of our boy C. Roy. Of course, we had to put Mario Edwards out to pasture for 4 weeks. For the substance abuse suspension for 4 games.
Is that more like a dry out than it is? You got to dry.
Hey, he had to
I'm
go
just
to
saying.
rehab. Had to go to rehab.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
Got to dry them out.
you only get dried out if you're drinking. You ain't dried out no other way. But Mario was just suspended for 4 games. Of course, we got Nico Collins, who's on week 2 of being on IR. Then we've also had reports that Jimmy Ward and Kamari Lassiter are going to be out multiple games, so they won't play this week. Henry To'oTo'o is in concussion protocol, and it's not likely that he plays this week. Aziz Al-Shair has not practiced this week. Not sure if he's going to play or not. He may be a game time decision, depending on what it is, what's happening. Who else is out? Am I missing somebody else?
Anybody on off?
Lassiter, Ward,
Yeah.
Toto, Aziz, Fatakasi has a Q tag.
Yeah. He has a chance to not play as well, with a shoulder injury, and then you have
Joe
Robert
Mixon.
Woods. Yeah, well, Joe's playing. We know Joe's playing.
I was just saying he's got a Q tag. That's all.
Oh yeah, and then Robert Woods is questionable with a foot injury. I mean, it seemed like a different ailment every week. Last week it was his back. This week his foot. I don't know what else.
Wasn't Larry Thompson on the list too?
Yeah, but he came back to practice today.
Yeah.
So they kind of took him off the injury report.
Thank God.
Yeah, with an ankle injury, but I figured if it was a close game, he would have came back in the game. Cause I remember watching a live broadcast. They were like, "Oh, he's just sitting on the bench resting," and I'm like, "Oh, come on, Thompson, you don't quit." He said, "Ah, y'all got it."
I need Aziz to play.
Oh no, Brandon said my neck, my back, my neck, and my back. Yeah, that's Robert Woods right now. Jesus. I wish Robert would be healthy so we wouldn't have to see Steven Sims. But it's a lot going on. We got a lot of injuries. The Green Bay Packers are dealing with injuries too. I need to pull up their injury report. You have it, Mike?
Yeah, I don't have the full injury report. I do have the players supporting a Q tag, which is questionable. That would include on defense some stalwarts there, and Kenny Clark, their standout nose tackle, Devontae Wyatt, Jair Alexander. I don't think he played last week.
No,
he was limited in Wednesday's practice, and obviously he's their star corner in the secondary. And then along the offensive line, you got Jenkins and Josh Myers, along with tight end Tucker Kraft and wide receiver Christian Watson and Jaden Reed. So a lot of injuries on both sides right here.
And I'm looking at it now. It looks like Devontae Wyatt may be the one that may not play because he's DNP the last two practices.
Okay.
Unless he practices on Friday. If he
Mhm.
doesn't practice on Friday, I don't think he's playing, which is a big blow to them on their defensive line. Um, Jaden Reed, who I thought wasn't going to be able to play, he's limited participant. We'll see if
Yeah.
he's going to play. Um, Jenkins, what is his name? Elton Jenkins.
Wilson, yeah.
He had a DNP on Wednesday, but he had a limited participation on today. So we'll see from that. But they have just as many players as we have on the injury
Right. That's,
report.
that's what I'm saying
So
is,
we just have a lot more DNPs.
yeah.
Because the players I mentioned, they're not gonna play. So yeah, we're gonna be shorthanded, and I hate to see it, but it looks like it may be a Neville Hewitt and Jake Hansen game in the linebacker room going forward.
And Neville looked good last week in his
Um,
brief snaps, but
yeah,
he's no Henry Toto.
right. Uh,
Hey,
Larry Payne said Desire Alexander played some last week versus the Cardinals.
Oh, we did.
Vikings fans, hi, you gave up Cashman. Are you guys crazy? And then saying because Cashman is hurt again.
he is.
Yeah. Yeah, Cashman is hurt again. That's
He
Cashman's.
stayed healthy long enough to play us.
No, we played in week 3. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
um, but no, going into it, what are y'all thoughts about the injuries and how y'all think we are going to overcome all of that? Sarge brought up a point about Autry. Even if Foley is out, I think with Autry, Tim Settle, Kurt Hinish, Khalil Davis, I think we'll still be decent at the defensive tackle room.
Yeah, D tackle. Go ahead, Swan.
Oh no, go ahead.
Yeah, D tackle's been one of the biggest pleasant surprises for the Texans this season. A lot of us, myself included, were like, "Come on, when we taking that D tackle? When we taking that D tackle?" But it's worked out. Khalil Davis has, been an unsung hero once again this season. Fatakasi, we knew he was a solid run defender, but he's brought his pass rush
Mm-hmm.
chops as well. I can't wait for Autry to get on the field.
I would like to see Fodikowski and Archery together.
Yeah.
Because to me, those two together would make up for the deficiency in the secondary because the pressure. Because that's my biggest thing is we've got to make him uncomfortable, and he ain't got his full complement of weapons. And even if Christian Harris were to play, he tweaks his hammy constantly too. So their run game, what's his name? Jacobs. So
Josh Jacobs.
So my thing is, if you could control that and put pressure, then I could live with get through this game with the secondary that we have right now. It's not how I want to go for next 2 to 3 weeks, but just to get us through Sunday. And if Z plays, then I feel even better because I feel better with him out there, even with the other two guys, because I know he is, quarterback of the defense and he's gonna be solid.
Yeah. What you got, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to seeing how well Autry does in his debut. I don't know if he's going to be limited due to not having enough reps and stuff or not. I mean, Aziz is going to be key, honestly, in stifling the Packers' run game. Josh Jacobs obviously hasn't been phenomenal by any means for the Packers so far, but if we don't have Aziz, it's going to be tough to stop that run game.
I'm not concerned about the run game because Neville Hewitt is great. Not a great linebacker, but he's a damn good linebacker in the run, especially coming downhill. He thrives in that. Now, when you ask him to get in coverage, that's when it gets tricky. But I don't think the run game will be taking effect. I think it's our pass game. Um, Somebody posted on Twitter. I gotta figure out who it was that said. I think it may have been my boy Tony Snow.
Oh, what did
What?
Bishop say?
I was just expecting it because I'm going to say, you mean Bishop.
um,
What it sounded like.
So what do y'all think about who's gonna play? Nickel since Peter is gonna play linebacker. In this game, and I mean the way it looks like, hell, you might as well put Peter in linebacker in this game.
Yeah.
Going forward, but
What
Larry
about
Payton.
the kid? I call him a kid. In my mind, he is. What is
Ooh,
it? Holloman is that his name?
Hallman. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's an outside corner though.
Yeah. Who's going
Okay.
to cover Jaden Reed?
Hmm. I mean, we could say Derek Stingley, but
I mean, because he does a lot of work from the slot.
mm-hmm.
And, I mean, he may only have 4 catches, but – and this is against anyone – he'll have 4 catches for 150 yards.
Mm-hmm.
And, obviously he's a deep threat, but he's also a yak guy. And, he's tricky to bring down in space and open field. I worry about the matchup there. Like, obviously, they're going to put up yards. Like, it is what it is. They got a dynamic offense because it is going to be a close game. But legitimately, who's going to cover Jaden Reed?
Do you see more of Miles Bryant playing, or do you think they move D'Angelo Ross inside, let him move around with Jaden Reed, and then
Are you talking about our new shutdown corner?
Well, they want to come over
lockdown?
there too. Hmm.
Stingley, we already know Stingley not gonna follow nobody, so he'll be matched up on Reed on some plays, but he more than likely will be matched up with Dobbs.
Mm-hmm.
A tight end from now on time to time, but Stingley's not moving around. And that may be by choice by Stingley. Larry Payton brought up a good point. I'm gonna put it back up here. Pass rushers must get home for sacks to protect the secondary.
That's right.
Absolutely. You have to take advantage because I just looked at their offensive line. I don't outside of was it Elton Jenkins and I think that's the only person that I know on their offensive line. Rasheed Walk, like their roster is their offensive line is young.
It is. Their
Offensive
whole
line
team
is
is, but
young. Yeah,
yeah.
the whole team is young. But your center Josh Myers, he's just in his 4th year. Then you look at the tackle Zach Tom, he's from Wake Forest. He's in his 3rd year.
Rasheed Walker,
Rasheed
2022.
Walker is 3rd year as well from Penn State. Well, they got Andre Dillard, but he's a backup. So
Yeah.
their roster is kind of thin.
Yeah, Sean Ryan too. I was
Yeah,
high on him in the draft, but honestly, I have no idea how he's done so far in the NFL. So
yeah. It's somebody I saw it. I forgot where I saw it. I think I saw it on TikTok once somebody clipped it where they were talking about Green Bay because they were saying, well, you know, I forgot. Was it Detroit or somebody didn't play anybody, hasn't played anybody or whatever, and they were talking about the wins or whatever. But you look at Green Bay. Look at the wins that Green Bay has. Who are their wins against?
Titans.
Mm-hmm.
Did they beat the Colts? Or the Colts beat them? I can't remember.
hold on. All right, they opened with a really tough
Eagles.
loss to Philly.
Mm-hmm.
They beat the Colts 16-10.
Okay.
Indy really couldn't do much in that game. Blew out the Titans 30-14. Lost in a shootout with the Vikings. They were down big, but they almost came back and won that game.
Division rival. So
Then right, division games are tricky. They had a commanding lead over the Rams, but almost blew it there at the end. And then they blew out Arizona.
So therefore,
they like us. They like us.
So their 4 wins are against the Colts, the Titans, the Arizona Cardinals,
and the
Rams. Right now, that's 2, that's 4. So you're talking about 4 teams with a combined record of 7 and what? What is it? Because I think what is it? The Rams are 1-4 and 1-5.
Yeah, they
Cardinals
only
are
got one win. Yeah, they only got one win. Got
Cardinals are
one
2 and
win.
4, so that's 9. That's 12. And then what is the Titans record? 1-3 because they just had a bye.
Oh no,
Oh,
they won
they played
four.
more games
One
than
and
that.
four. 1-4. So they're 1-4. So you're talking about a combined record of 7-16.
And what did we do?
Yeah.
Similar. I'm saying is
I
we
mean, we beat the
really
Patriots. We beat the Bears are a good team. Bears are 4-2.
Yeah. The
Um.
crazy thing that is the best division in football because the
Mhm.
Packers and Bears are tied for last at 4-2.
Mhm.
That's clearly the best division in football.
yeah,
Mhm.
that point differential is crazy for that whole division.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are, I mean, they're like the lowest
But
one
like
is 28-29 plus 28-29. They differential.
So
but
Kelsey.
like
Mhm.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, hopefully not starting.
It's Jamal Hill need to play on special teams.
I
And
mean,
then
Tom has only allowed
The
13
point of
pressures.
it is that they're similar to us in the sense that uh they got they've only played two teams, right? That winning
Um,
records.
yeah, I mean, but
Yeah,
we've seen this season. Anyone
right.
who's been in a survivor pool, you'll know this. The upsets have been insane. So any team can beat any team any given week.
mhm.
If you don't believe me, ask the Ravens when they lost to the Raiders.
Right. Right. No, I'm just saying is that basically they are haven't been as hasn't been tested as well. I mean, they've blown out a couple of teams, but they bad teams.
Mhm.
So it's
Yeah,
similar to us. I
it
mean,
is.
we so I feel like we're evenly matched in some ways. Um,
Wow.
Obviously, I
Did y'all
would say
just see
their
that?
I did
offensive
not.
head coach is better.
Um. So I'm sorry. We watching a Thursday night football game. Spencer Rattler just gave up a fumble for fumble 6, but I think it's
Again.
coming back.
Oh,
It's coming back. I
that's
think
the
the
second fumble.
defensive line jumped off sides. So
No, but that's the second
yeah,
fumble.
yeah. But Denver has only scored 2 field goals, so it's still just a one
Oh,
score
sweet.
game.
That prop already hit. Sweet.
Yeah. So going back to the comments, Sarge said Tom has only allowed 13 pressures, no sacks. He hasn't played Daniil Hunter and Will Anderson. We will see that change on Sunday. Um, and then YNG Alpha Cobra said, doesn't Hunter usually go off on the Packers? I said it last night with Ruben and Harley and Stressens. Hey, you like Green Bay, don't you? You like Green Bay, don't you? Daniil Hunter has been in that stadium more times than he probably can count.
Yeah.
And he's dominated in Green Bay. So I would like to see that repeat itself on Sunday. Definitely expecting the game from him and another repeat game from Will Anderson on the defensive side to give us a little relief. I think it's noted that Jordan Love doesn't function well under pressure. He does have 6 interceptions in 4 games, so he's susceptible to turning the ball over. So we just have to be cognizant of that. Vikings went up 28-0 in the second quarter on Green Bay in Green Bay. We can score. I agree. I agree. Wow, that was a bad pass. We definitely these are going to be one of those games where we have to aim to score 30 plus points.
I don't
Um
think we have a choice.
yeah.
No, I'm saying is that's not a team that you can sit there and grind it out with or go 3 and out with multiple times. The next thing you know, it be
Mhm.
looking like it was with the Vikings. You trying to figure out what the hell happened in the first quarter. But
Mhm.
there's another matchup that could be interesting is Alexander Zaire and Diggs. Didn't
Mhm.
realize They got a
Yeah,
little beef thing going on.
yeah. I don't try to take this serious. And
No,
Diggs,
no, you know,
Diggs
Dig
addressed
is
it.
emotional,
He is,
so
but
it's personal.
he addressed it too. I'm like, eh, I don't think he's trying to put that out in the atmosphere.
Not put it out there, but
Um,
on the field,
yeah, I mean it's gonna be talking, but I mean Christian Gonzalez talked shit and he got beat by Diggs as well. So I mean that's gonna happen. But and Christian Gonzalez was considered one of the best corners coming into that game in the league. So and Stephon Diggs, hit him with a quick in and out and got that, good old
quick
touchdown.
in and out, in and
Mm,
out.
yeah. Um. So other than that, that's a good matchup. Also, like I said, I'm very very concerned about the trenches. I'm very going to be paying a lot of attention in the trenches because I think that's what's going to decide the game, whether it be for us or against us. How well we block on offensive line and how well we rush the passer on the defensive line. Is going to be a prime factor in this game. They Yeah, who's going to cover Tank? Yeah,
Out.
I don't. I mean, will CJ throw Tank the ball? That's
Ain't no choice.
like, he got a choice because he threw the Dolphins shows a lot more.
Yeah,
Um,
but he threw the thing when he needed to,
so,
got a touchdown.
yeah, but there was some plays when we saw in all 22 that Tank was wide open and he chose to go opposite of Tank. So,
You think you're gonna do
um,
that again?
done it the last 2 weeks. So we gotta figure something out. Hopefully Nico being out and then maybe this will jumpstart their, connection again, but definitely gotta get CJ Stroud and Tank Dell together and working it out. The trenches, like I said, is something I won't want us to pay attention to on this game. Um, also I want to see, the beating down secondary. You already said the Packers secondary against our receivers, but I want to see our secondary. Is Derek Stingley going to step up and, make his presence known this game? Is Derek Stingley going to take him getting beat over the top by Booty? Um, is he going to take that and rehone, and or is he going to still come out with the lackadaisical, it is what it is type attitude? So we'll see. But definitely that's something I want to watch as well as the secondary with lockdown D'Angelo Ross and Derek Stingley with Jaden Reed and Romeo Dobbs. Need to be careful with Christian Watson as well.
He's a
Um,
burner.
he's a burner. He's a deep threat for Jordan Love that loves to chunk it down the field. So we need to be careful on that. Our safety, Kalen Bullock, I think that's going to be a good matchup as well for Kalen Bullock. I see Kalen Bullock getting another interception this game. So, if y'all want to go ahead and drop these bold predictions, then we can hop right into the score predictions and the rapid fire from there.
Yeah, I'll say Daniil Hunter will get a sack in this game, and Danico Autry in his Texans debut will also get a sack. And I'm going to say that Jaden Reed will have over 100 yards, but Tank Dell will have more.
Mm. So you say this is a breakout game for Tank. What do you guys want?
Okay. I got Mixon with one rushing, one passing TD.
Passing.
I mean receiving, sorry.
Okay.
My bad.
Hey, that's a more of a bold prediction than the receiving. Now, if Joe Mixon
Hold
out
up,
here
no,
throwing
no,
touchdown
hold up.
passes,
And no, but overall, CJ will have 5 touchdowns.
oof, oof. CJ, it's been almost a year since CJ had 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah,
And
that's a
then
bold prediction. Go ahead.
yeah. I really can't say that much for the defense. I ain't quite sure yet.
Hmm.
Look,
Yeah, Friday's
um,
injury report will tell a lot.
Yeah,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. Shout out to the Guardians for walking off the Yankees F the Yankees.
Really? Yay!
Yeah, they just walked off the Yankees. Yeah. Um, but my bold prediction is Will Anderson will have a repeat performance and have another 3-sack game.
I wanted to
Um,
do that. I'm like, oh,
yeah, and
okay.
then Daniil Hunter is going to follow up with a 2-sack game. So we're gonna get to love 5 times this game.
All right.
Put the pressure on Jordan Love and disrupt his day. Um, Another bold prediction: John Mitchell gets his first touchdown.
Ooh, okay.
First career touchdown for John Mitchell this game. Um, Nobody's really talking about him, but I think he may sneak in, get some PT to this game, and may do something different.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
since
here
you're
we
going out there on
here
a
we go. Here
going
we
out
go.
there, well, hey, let's throw in another one.
Here we
Damian
go.
Pierce, another kickoff return touchdown.
Damian Pierce ain't even our kickoff returner.
Shit, might be.
No, look, you got it right here. Larry just said the bold prediction: Sims with a punt return touchdown.
Oh, Larry, I thought you gave up on him.
Mhm. He ain't gonna give up on him.
He
Larry
said he
gonna
couldn't save him anymore.
look. He can't look. He's still gonna bash Eric Murray. But yeah, this will
He
be the
complimented him.
Brandon say this will be the perfect time for a Sting is King game. Yeah. Um, he's gonna have to run the opposite direction of return because Sims is good for running backwards. Um, and then Preston say the Rockets are going crazy. I haven't caught up on the Rockets. But definitely, gonna be an interesting game. We can hop right into the score predictions and then we'll do the rapid fire of the whole league. So Mike G, I'll start with you. What is your score prediction for this game?
I mean, you said last week's episode, give him one. Give him one.
Yeah,
Come on,
just
give him
one.
one.
Just one.
He'll have more than one in this game. It's going to be back and forth. As much as I'd like to predict the Texans to blow out every team, I'm too much of a realist. We did finally get that blowout win, though. We did finally get that 30 burger. In fact, we got a 40 burger last week. But back to this game, going to be very close, back and forth. I got the Texans 26-24. Kyrie Fairbairn with a game winner last play of the game.
Okay.
So what you got?
Oh, you gonna love this. Texans 38, Green Bay 34.
That's what you predicting, the blowout like that? I mean, a high scoring game like that?
Oh hell yeah.
All right, well, I need to stack that game in fantasy then.
Yeah, I mean, I'm expecting it, but I gave my prediction last night. I'll repeat it again. I had the Texans winning. I just don't. I don't think it'll be that tight knit of a game. I think it'll be a 2-score game for the Texans winning this one. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. The Texans are gonna win 37-27. Give me Texans all day. Hold on, this is funny. Killer Cal, he said that the games the Packers won, they held opponents under 20. When they won, they scored 30 points 3 times. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna hold us to under 20 points.
Yeah, but those opponents, they're not like us.
They not like us. Brandon said he got 77-0 to Texans.
Oh,
Bold prediction from Chrisanity. Sims catches 3 punts inside the 10. Killer Cal has the Texans 34-24. Stop bopping, Cal. You saw me say 37.
Hey, Cal, you got a Hawaiian punch
You
missing
good?
up
Cal,
point?
you good? You good, Cal? You good? Inside joke. Then Larry Payton says Texans lose a tight game 27-23 with a non-DPI on Packers in the final minute.
Oh, hell no.
Why you all what, Larry?
I'm putting that shit in the atmosphere.
I mean, look, this is going to be a close game, in my opinion.
Yeah, but
The rest will play a factor.
The injury report will tell us a lot tomorrow for both teams.
And I'm nervous because my boy's on the other side, and if we had drafted him, I don't think we would be concerned about the linebacker position. But Adrian Cooper
Mm.
is on that
What
Mm.
is
other
he
side.
doing?
Adrian Cooper the last few weeks has been balling out in Green Bay.
Swan, they already named him an All-Pro.
Um,
That's a joke.
I'm gonna call him an All Pro. You ain't gotta call
Okay.
him an All Pro, but Adrian Cooper has been balling. He's one of their key defensive players that they've been talking about lately. He's really turned it on. So definitely need to watch out for Adrian Cooper. Um, so him and Coy Walker going. Coy Walker is a great linebacker that they have as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I also got to watch out for Xavier McKinney. He seems like he's getting an interception every week.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's who it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Exxon.
balling. I know it was somebody's balling. Yeah.
And then Brandon said Adrian Cooper and Javon Bullard were in my mock drafts. Yeah, they were in all our mock drafts except Swan. She can't
Okay.
get that orange hate out of blood. And Blue Boy Shine said dropping in late. He said he gonna go Texans 21, Green Bay 24, Green Bay 21. But yeah, no, it's gonna be a hell of a game. I think it's going to be very entertaining. Like I said, it should be game of the week. As the title of this episode says, it's a true statement game.
It is.
So you win this game, regardless of how it turns out, but you win this game by a few or by many, it is going to be a statement game for the league, and you're putting the league on notice. And so, definitely need to come in with that intensity, um,
Who got
especially
carted
to
off?
beat them, huh?
Sorry. Who got carted off for the Saints just now?
Oh, I wasn't looking.
I didn't see either.
Hold on. Let me rewind. I'll tell you in a second.
But Brandon said Lassiter, Javon Bullard, Malachi Starks, yeah, the Georgia secondary. Then DJ Waller got 34-27 Texans.
Okay.
For sure. But yeah, let's go around the league and do a little quick fire. Let me pull it up. NFL, what is it, week 7?
Week 7, yes, sir.
So let's see what the NFL has on tap. We already saw we're watching now Denver and New Orleans. Denver is currently up 6-0. I think Denver wins this game.
Out of 2.
Yeah, they're already in the red zone. Look like they're about to score again. So shout out to them. Actually having a decent season this year.
Yeah, they are.
New England,
They defense is balling,
yeah.
which is funny.
Well, their defense been good for the last 5-6 years though.
No,
Yeah.
last year their defense was not good. Sean Payton was
They had a
messing with
lot of
the
they had a
defense.
lot of injuries last year, so I don't really count last year. Last year was a throwaway season. They were tanking for a quarterback. Jacksonville and New England.
Back
On the
again.
London game.
I got the Patriots.
Oh, Denver just scored. Shout out Javonte Williams. So now it'll be 13 is nothing. Yeah, Jacksonville losing this game. They're gonna purposefully lose this game so that they can go ahead and leave Peterson in there.
Hmm.
Oh, they said it was a Debo. Paulson or Debo
Oh.
was the one that got carted off.
Damn. Yeah, it looked rough.
Brandon said these are the Saints that with the Cowboys. Yeah, that shows you how bad the Cowboys are. He said we need KC to lose. We'll be tied for first with a win. Yeah. Who does KC play though? Since we're talking about it.
49ers.
Yeah, that's gonna
Yeah.
be a good game. But let's go down the list again. Seattle and Atlanta. Who y'all got?
Well,
got
I didn't get my pick. I'm sorry, I didn't get my
For
pick.
the New England. Yeah.
Hey,
In London, I actually have the Jags, who are 6-point favorites. I got them bouncing back, but it'll be a pretty ugly game, so you don't have to tune into that one.
Drake May gonna throw for five touchdowns.
Hey.
It's that Jack secondary. Seattle and Atlanta.
I got Atlanta. They're a hot team. Offense.
And they playing at home, so
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're playing at they're playing at home. They're in Hotlanta. By the way, Georgia natives love it when you call it Hotlanta. I got the Falcons winning a close one though.
All
Oh
right,
no.
yeah. I don't even think it's gonna be close. I think
Thank you.
they in
Mm-mm.
Seattle.
Oh,
Buffalo and
that's my
Tennessee.
boy tuning in there.
Buffalo and Seattle. I mean, not
Huh?
Buffalo and Tennessee. Sorry, Buffalo
Oh,
and
you
Tennessee.
definitely got Buffalo.
At
Yeah,
home, yeah. Buffalo at home.
yeah.
I'm not even gonna think about it. Cleveland, Cincinnati.
Cincy.
Cincy in Cleveland. You know, it's been a while
I
since he won in Cleveland.
I know, but right now they reeling, and there's no Amari Cooper. Who in the hell catch it?
Don't matter. They got Deshaun Watson. um, next game.
Yeah,
next,
Deshaun's gonna have a big day throwing to Bengals players. I got the Bengals.
Larry says Saints need to let us have Lattimore for a late third round pick. I mean, if they lose this game, they may be selling off the team after that. The next game we got Miami and the Colts.
I'd hate to say it, but I'm gonna go Colts.
I say, go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I'm picking the Colts in some survivor pools this week. So yeah, Colts. So
It's because
naturally, the Colts will find a way to lose, I'm sure. But I got
we'll
the Colts.
take it. Don't get me wrong, we'll take it.
Yeah,
But it's just that if I have to say Flacco over Snoop Huntley,
yeah.
I gotta go Flacco because at least he gets the ball to the receivers. So they had a so
Miami's
that's
gonna
the
win.
only reason.
Is
Miami's
Flacco
gonna win.
starting?
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah. No, they say Anthony Richardson coming back.
Okay.
Oh shit.
That's why I
Well,
say Miami's gonna win that game.
okay, hold on. Hold on. Just because he playing don't mean he gonna finish it, Just saying.
I
He
mean, he
get back
may
out
go.
there and start thinking he a running back again, and
He thought he was practicing for his future job at Dairy Queen, tossing chicken tenders
oh, him
with
with
Jonathan
Jonathan
Taylor.
Taylor. No, I
Yeah.
saw that.
Another game of the week: Detroit and Minnesota. Mm,
Who? What they playing?
in Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Oh yeah, I got Vikings.
Yeah, with no Hutchinson, who's out for the
Yeah,
season.
although they can put up points, that, mm-mm. But it's a divisional game, so
Mm-hmm.
we all know anything can happen.
Yeah. What you got, Mike?
That might be the toughest game to predict out of the
Mm-hmm.
entire Week 7 slate, but I got Detroit in a close one.
I got Detroit winning that game as well.
Okay.
I just feel like Detroit is, you know, a better team. So Vikings are coming off a bye as well. So definitely, I think Detroit will sneak up and get them. Um, Philadelphia and New York. That's gonna be a wild game to call. Um, they playing
Yeah,
in New York too. It's the Saquon revenge game.
yeah. Then they playing that raggedy ass field.
I
Mm-hmm.
got Philly.
So you got Swan.
Technically, all right. I'm gonna go Philly.
I don't know why y'all have so lack of faith in Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is gonna win that game, man.
Okay,
Bless
first of
you.
all, Andrew Thomas is gonna be out. Liz Frank.
Which is all the more what Daniel Jones is gonna go crazy, Swan.
Okay.
Daniel Jones, you gotta have some upset. This is gonna bless you. This is
Damn
gonna
it,
be an upset.
AD sent the shit over here.
No,
I
no,
ain't
don't say that because I ain't got shit. So don't send that over here. Don't say that across these airways.
Oh, well, they hear me
Uh,
sneezing.
and Brandon say because we watched him in preseason. Sick of Dallas. Is CD really like that though? Yes, he is. He is like that. I honestly don't think he's better than Nico. They play differently.
Yeah.
CD
Yeah.
is more of a big play guy. But I mean he don't have a quarterback. Now we get down to the suckiness. I know that's not a word, but the suckiness of the schedule.
Okay.
Week 7, you got Vegas and the Rams. That's a bad game. Who y'all got?
I'm gonna
I
go
think the
Rams simply because of Stafford and
And Cooper Cup is coming back.
yeah.
So you got the Rams as well, Mike?
Yeah, and I think the Rams are better than their record indicates, or at least they're going to get better.
Mm-hmm.
Getting Cup back and Naku is coming back pretty soon too. So I think they'll look a lot better. But yeah, I got the Rams here.
Then you have Carolina and Washington.
Oh,
Do I even
definitely
have to
not the
ask?
Redskins.
I'm like, do I even have to ask?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the Commanders here.
And then I didn't know we have two Monday night games this week.
Oh,
Um, so
Yeah,
like,
too.
hold up. We got
no,
two.
no, no, no,
We
no,
got
no.
two of the games.
Yeah, we got two more games before we get to the two Monday night
Oh,
games.
okay.
You got
Okay.
Kansas City and San Francisco
Where they playing?
in
San
San
Fran.
Fran.
Okay, I'm gonna go San Fran.
What you got, Mike?
Yeah, I'm surprised the Niners are actually favored here, 1.5 point favorites. I think the Niners pull it off.
I agree. I think San Francisco has Kansas City their first loss. Then you have the Devontae Adams New York Jets against the Russell Wilson Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh.
Hmm. I should look at ticket prices. I could go to that game.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I got the Jets actually. I think in the debut with Devontae Adams, I think they pull it off. It's not going to be a thriller. Also, Russell Wilson's taking over.
Oh, it look like Justin
That,
Fields was doing
that
too.
might be a mistake. So I got the Jets here.
I got the Steelers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Jets. I don't know why y'all have faith in the Jets.
No,
Jets is
no. If this
they're
was a
not
home game, I'd do it. But
just not a playoff team. They like I said for the Jets. I said it last week. For the Jets to make the playoffs, they would have to go 8-3 the rest of the season. That ain't
I don't
happening.
think they make the playoffs. I just think they win this game.
I don't think they win. I don't think they win the next few games for the Jets. Looking
I
at their
think they win
schedule real
some.
quick.
Because I think that they go. This gonna be a honeymoon for them for a bit, and it's gonna lull people like, yeah, this is exactly what they needed, and then
Mm-mm.
the bottom will fall out. I think.
Aaron
That's
Rodgers
just
gonna
me.
throw. Aaron Rodgers gonna throw 3 interceptions this game.
Oh no.
I'm telling you. Now we go. That's the Sunday night game. Then we going into the 2 Monday. So it is 2 Monday night games. You got the Baltimore Ravens and Tampa Bay Buccaneers
Ooh.
playing. And then you have the Chargers and Cardinals playing. So what do y'all have for Baltimore? I'll start with the lesser game. Who do y'all have in Chargers in Arizona?
I'm gonna go Chargers.
What you got, Mike?
I'm going to roll the Cardinals.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Chargers. What was his name? Marvin Harrison Jr. is likely to be out that game.
Didn't he get a concussion or something?
Mm-hmm.
He did. I thought he was going to play, though. I think Ian Rappaport said he was trending in the right direction.
I may be mistaken. What did he say? You can fly and watch the Panthers for the price of one of our tickets now. He said you can catch a whole flight. Remember last year Carolina was giving away tickets for 50 cents.
Yep. It was not the game I went to.
You have to pay for those tickets.
Yeah. Baltimore and Tampa Bay. I think this is gonna be another great game.
I
I'm gonna give it to the running back.
What y'all got?
I got the running back winning it.
Who, Bucky Irvin?
No.
Justice Hill.
Derrick Henry.
No. We talking about the one that be under center, masquerading as a quarterback.
Why are you talking about Derrick Henry like that? What you got, Mike?
Yeah, the Bucks got a good run D as they've had for like the last 5 years. And I believe Vita Vea is playing. So I'm gonna go with another upset here, and I'm taking the home team, the Bucks, in a thriller. I think it's gonna be a good game.
I agree. I think Tampa Bay wins this game. Like Mike said, they're playing at home in Tampa.
Also, the Ravens secondary has been garbage, and Chris Godwin, Baker, and Mike Evans have been cooking. So,
yeah, but Baker was like ass this past week, so hopefully he get out of that whatever that was.
He had like 40 fantasy points. What are you talking about?
He was ass, and he threw 3 touchdowns.
He scored 51 points, Swan.
He threw 3 touchdowns for over 300 yards, but he was ass. Huh?
No, hold up. What?
Baker Mayfield.
Okay, maybe it's the week before.
It must have been a week before.
Oh,
they had 51 points this last game.
Yeah, I know they played the Saints.
let's get this right, because right now, what did Baker Mayfield have the last few games? Let me look at his stats. Um,
I think
yeah, last week he had 325 yards, and 4 touchdowns, but he did throw 3 picks. But the Atlanta game, he didn't have a high yardage. He only had 180, but he
Mm.
threw 3 touchdowns. The win against Philly, he threw for 340, 2 touchdowns. And then the first 2 weeks, he had kind of subpar games, but they won one. They beat the Lions week 1, and then they lost to Denver. So a little up and down, but I mean he good for a 300-yard game, 300 yard 4 touchdowns. That ain't a bad game. Them three pick. He threw 3 picks and they still scored 51 points.
right,
So
right. But I'm saying
like,
that you throw them 3 picks with the wrong team, that's a whole different.
I don't think he gonna throw 3 picks against the Ravens. They secondary ain't like that. So we'll see. But I mean, I'm just ready for Sunday. Ready to see these Texans go ahead and take claim, make a statement. Because especially if Kansas City and Baltimore lose and the Texans beat the Packers, guess what they're gonna be talking about on Monday?
Oh, the
CJ
Texans, the top
Stroud.
team in the AFC.
CJ Stroud. And the Houston Texans. So yeah, definitely can't wait for this game. I wish I could go. And Larry and Stafford, I know you're watching, brother. Please stay your ass at home.
Are you
the
sitting here
last
serious?
time, the last time Larry went to a game, we got our ass blew out. No sir, sit your ass at home for these away games. Or watch it at a bar. Do not go in the stadium. No. I beg of you, Larry. And Larry know y'all know that's our boy Larry and Stafford. So he been debating all week if he want to go to Green Bay. No, sir.
No.
Please, I know. Do not go to Green Bay. Um, they delaying flights to Green Bay. They canceling flights. So don't go.
Are they?
No.
Oh.
No. But now, man, we'll be back. We'll see y'all again. It's been a great episode. We will see y'all. Y'all go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to the podcast as well. We will see y'all on another Victory Tuesday for the All 22 review. Yes, I know we did this on Thursday. I know Thursday Night Football. We did this a little early. I'll be MIA tomorrow, so they had to get it out the way, y'all. Had to get it out the way. So we will see y'all on Victorious Tuesday. Shout out to my co-hosts Auntie Swan and Mike G. This is your boy AD, and we will see y'all when we see y'all, man. Peace.